what's going on, everybody? My name is Siraj. This is Red in the Head, and we are the champions of England. Give it up for Liverpool. My goodness me, what an absolute belter of a finish to the season. Look, we've still got about 4 games to go. I'm sure there's people calling in sickies today. For me, it was just I was so emotional yesterday. Just being able to see the fans. From the minute I switched on the TV, all I wanted to do was be transported to Liverpool. It looked like a sea of red. I cannot believe I've never seen Anfield that red. It's strange, right? But I've never seen Anfield that red. And if you were a football team coming to play there, you already knew what time it was, guy. Yeah, I think Arne Slot said it in his post-match interview. When the team bus came into Anfield, there was no ways that Liverpool was going to lose. But the game certainly was a little bit of a microcosm of our season. Let's be fair, because it took Dominic Solanke's goal in the 12th minute to really kind of like silence us a little bit. We were like, huh? What is this? Huh? Why are we not defending the back post? But it didn't take long before Luis Diaz came on the score sheet, and that kind of goal I missed a little bit this season. I think maybe more to the latter part of the season, because in the earlier part of the season we were playing those kind of intricate passes in between the lines a lot more. So every single kind of goal that Liverpool has scored this season happened in this game against Tottenham Hotspurs. We battered them. Spurs offered nothing, but there was no Mickey van der Ven, no Cristiano Romero. So, from their point of view, it was always going to be a battering. Let's be real. Tottenham is not in the best space right now, but yeah, certainly they didn't really offer anything. And why would they? They've got a Europa League semi-final, which I think is a little bit more important than the league. But this is not fucking Tottenham Hotspur in the head. This is Red in the Head, and my goodness me, who was my standout players yesterday? Yeah, Alexis McAllister obviously has to be for me the man of the match. He was absolutely immense. He was powerful. He was driving. He found the spaces. He was our creative midfielder. He was our playmaker, and I missed that a little bit about him. He was able to go further up the pitch and really kind of connect. Ryan Gravenberch, what a game, what a season this guy has had. He was again just impervious, breaking lines, taking the ball from our back line all the way to the front. Amazing. I mean, well, sorry, I gotta go back to McAllister's goal. That flipping goal, to hit the top bins like that to make it 2-1. It was never in doubt that we were gonna win that game specifically and the Premier League. Oh my goodness me, and of course, we had Cody Gakpo. He looked sharp again, which is really encouraging. And he got on the score sheet, so I'm really happy for him. But of course, it wouldn't have felt right if Mo Salah wasn't on the score sheet. And my goodness me, I think when Salah got that goal, it ball on the right hand side, and he was making for the corner. We were all going, is he gonna go far post? Is he gonna go far post? Is he gonna far post? And Tottenham Hotspurs, their defenders, their goalkeeper, all were setting themselves up for the far post, and then he goes near post. And just like that Man City game, I think where he had the assist where the ball probably went like micromillimeters past the player. I think it was the same thing. I don't know if he passed Archie Gray or Bergwall, but no chance. And it makes it 4-1, and of course, Spurs has to, unfortunately for them, of course, but fortunately for us, it was an own goal. So Pity Mo couldn't get onto that ball, which would have meant he would have beaten the GA, the golden assist record in the Premier League, which I think is 48 or something like that. But he's gonna break it the next game. He just needs one more assist to win that record, and I think that's the great thing about Mo Salah. How his game has changed, really evolved over the last couple of years. It was interesting what he was saying when they asked him about what was the one thing that Slot talked to you about and what did you speak to him about in the beginning of the season. And he just said, listen, I can defend, because that's what Jurgen Klopp wanted Mo Salah to defend. And Salah's like, I can defend, but if you leave me on top, I can score more goals and I can assist more. And I think that the proof is in the pudding. It's there for all to see. It's fantastic. And that was what we saw kind of yesterday. Scenes, and then of course, at the final whistle, it was just beautiful to see. I mean, there were so many great moments for me. At the end, I think would be the standout. Obviously, would be Arne Slot doing a reverse Uno and singing Jurgen Klopp. That I thought that was nice. That was a nice touch. That was classy. I think he gets us as a football club. He's not Jurgen Klopp, and he knows that, and so he doesn't try to be. He's not out there fist bumping and that kind of stuff. So I think him being his own man, coming in with his own ideas, but also just being so humble. I don't know if you can say a Premier League coach is humble, because I don't think any Premier League coach is or nor should they be humble. Put it that way. But he showed some real humility, giving a shout out and doing the recognition, which we all know, that Jurgen Klopp laid the foundations for this team to go on and to win it this year. But that doesn't take away anything from Mr. Slot. He has been absolutely fantastic for us. So I think in terms of the other standout moments, I think I caught a little bit of Virgil's eye when we were singing "You Never Walk Alone," and I could see the emotion swell up in his eye, I think the last time I saw that was at the Barcelona remontada, where nobody gave us a chance, and then we came back and beat Barcelona, and I think that was what I saw again yesterday. A team that's together, a really great squad of players, and hopefully, I definitely think we're going to be making improvements in there, but certainly every single person helped and contributed, whether they were on the bench or whether they came in for 5 minutes or whether they were in training working really hard. I'm looking at you, Wataru Endo, really one of our unsung heroes of the season. Just did the job, but you know what? There's going to be times to do an autopsy about this team later on. This was obviously just about Tottenham Hotspurs. But yeah, we did the job. It feels good. It feels nice, lekker, man. Just to get that catharsis out, just to kind of like let that, because I know, like you guys, when Tottenham Hotspurs scored, there was in me like, oh my God, this is going to happen today. But there was obviously no doubt, not for a few weeks, at least, But yeah, what a game. I think what we want next is we've got Chelsea up next, and then obviously Arsenal. It's going to be interesting to see where we find those two teams. I just want my guard of honor. I said to you guys, I just want the guard of honor from Chelsea. From Caicedo and Rovio Lamia, they need to be there so that they can see, why they chose and why they should have chose the right way. The same thing with Arsenal. Obviously, if Arsenal goes through to the final, they are going to be super up for it. So I don't think in the next coming games we should be taking it easy. Look, I can understand if we drop off against Chelsea. Fuck it. You won the league. Go out and have a piss. I hope you guys go out and celebrate yourselves. But I certainly think there's going to be a bit of a needle in that Arsenal game. So I hope at the time by then we'll be ready. But also, it would be nice to now go for the next target, which is, maybe finishing up strong. We're not going to win every single game, of course, not till the end of the season, but I certainly just hope for a really strong finish, and a lot of players can get some time so we can actually see what they're really at. I think you've won it, Slot. Whether there's question marks over Harvey Elliott or which I don't think there is personally, but Slot might have his reservations. The same with Chiesa. I want to see that. One last request from me, and this is the last of this video. If Joe Gomez is back, and if by any chance there's a penalty, please let that man score his first goal. Please, 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 please. The season cannot go by without Joe Gomez also scoring a goal. But anyways, Reds, we're going to see. Hey, listen, enjoy with whatever football is left. Relegation is gone, Premier League is gone. I think the interesting thing now is to see how the rivals all fight it out and do good out for a top 5 spot. So, who fucking cares? Woo! Reds, thanks for watching. Do that stuff, subscribe, all that like things that help the algorithm out, helps the channel. One last thing, we hit 500 subs. Thank you so much for all the people in the last 2 days. I think the article on Richard Keys went bigger than my wildest expectations. So thank you to everybody who watched and who liked and shared that one and who commented. It really helped me out. So I appreciate all those people who've just subscribed and all those people who subscribed like months ahead again. We're going to go again. So anyways, that's it from my side. Take care and enjoy this week. Oh, you're not going to see any Arsenal or United fans this week, by the way. Just so you know. Anyways, take care, Reds, and we'll talk again. Bye.